I can't say that I don't miss you when I stay awake waiting for your call. I'm replaying the moments.
It's 50, dude. Hell yeah.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
sir.
Hey, we want to welcome Mr. Theodore Parker himself. Also goes by his original name, Elijah Page. Shout out to Elijah, man, part of For the L, dude. Appreciate you coming out, dude.
Man.
He's
Yeah.
straight from
Yeah.
Lindsay, or from the 559, actually. I mean, we grew up together, like he was, like we were just saying before we went live. I mean, we all went to high school together. We consider him a Lindsay-ian, I guess you could say, bro. But you know, Elijah is as homegrown as it gets. You know, we appreciate you, bro, coming through, being a part of the movement, and just kind of just, you know, also just being able to work around you, bro, just as an individual, as an artist, bro, like just learning so much off of you, bro. Just want to give a moment, your flowers, in this moment, because, yeah, bro, I feel like we've learned a lot, bro. Like, you know, the ins and outs of music, like not just being an artist. Anybody could be a rapper, slap on a beat, flow on it, but nobody actually creates it from the ground up like you do, bro. And and you're like a total musician, a total artist, and that's what a lot of people don't know about you yet, bro. So it's like, let's kind of let the people know, let you guys know who Theodore Parker is, who Elijah is. It's gonna be a dope episode today. We appreciate you coming out, bro.
Hey,
yeah.
well, thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, that's dope, man. And then Ishmael, I mean, you want to kick it off, dude? You want me to shout out Ishmael, hey, co-host today.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're missing the Stephon, we're missing Hoel, we're
Yeah.
missing a couple hosts, but you know, shout out Ishmael, dude, making it out here as well. Another artist from Porterville. He's co-host along on the Olivemusic podcast.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
open it up, brother. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, so a lot of times I always like just wonder like how people find out about For the L, because I knew like Jay for a minute, and then we finally like connected, and then just find out like a lot of other people were also connected in different ways. But like, how did you find out about For the L?
So Jay and like some of the main crew, we go way back. Grew up in high school together, so
Facts.
we were just making music in high school, you know, doing our own little thing. Then we
Back in
graduated.
B2. Hey, if you know, you know. Back in B2.
Back in B2 with Campbell.
Mr. Campbell's class.
Yeah.
Mr. Black's.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout outs.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, but I started working at the gym like a year ago.
Okay.
And around that time, I saw Jay and Hoel pop in.
Everybody goes
Everyone,
there, bro.
you'll see everyone
Everybody
there.
goes there. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Especially from Lindsay. Everybody from Lindsay goes there.
Yeah, for sure. But I met them a few times, and then they said, hey, we just got a studio, you know, swing by. Let's get something going.
Come check it out. Hell
Come check it out. So I pulled up. We recorded a little something. I was like, okay, that was pretty cool. And then a few months goes by, and then they move here into this back room, and then they onboarded me, and I was like, shoot, like...
Let's get you a key, bro. Let's get him
Yeah.
a key.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason, too, bro, is because, you know, obviously we have history, bro. We've all known each other for quite a bit of time. And then we knew you made music. You knew we made music. You know, so we all were making music, right? You know, kind of the only ones to do it. Like you said, we graduated together. So, and then even a couple times, too, like Hoel said you would go, shout out Gyro, that you would go over to his house, too, right?
Yeah.
You guys would just cook up loops, cook up instrumentals, cook up beats and shit?
Yeah, that was like a little after we graduated,
Yeah.
like 2020, 2021.
A little like post-COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope because I was always going to his house too to go record this shit. It'll be like at 11 p.m. He'll be like, hey, bro, my dad's asleep. Pull up. I'll pull up, dude, you know, whatever. You know, I'll go in there and rap till like 2 in the morning. And then his dad would come knock on the door and be like, hey, it's getting loud. It's too late.
Yeah.
Cut it off already. So, like, just being able to open up our own studio now and, you know, be able to kind of, you know, grow as a team, bro. We appreciate you being a part of the team, bro.
Hey, well, thanks for having me.
Dude. Hell yeah, man. So, a question I want to ask, that was a good question,
Yeah.
Ishmael. A question I want to ask is, how did the music journey start? Like, I know your guys' family is very music, you guys are a music family, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. So, how did this whole journey start, bro?
Yeah.
For me, it started with my older brother because he liked music. And as a little brother, you look up to your older brother. I was like, dang, whatever he likes, I'm going to like. So he liked music, so I said, shoot, I'm going to like music too. So
Yeah, okay.
I started back in like 3rd, 4th grade going into band classes. And then I learned a little bit there.
That's
not
young, bro.
not too much, but that was in the Exeter district, so music was a little more available there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when music really took off is when my older brother taught me some guitar. And then I met a good friend of his who knew piano, and he taught me bits and pieces, like a little bit of Heart and Soul there, just a nice little duet song. Then little knickknacks of pieces of music information here and there.
Yeah.
Till eventually I could play fluently, and then just started playing in church and just around other musicians and just picked up a whole bunch of stuff.
Do you feel like church? Do you feel like church has kind of helped you like a lot grow too?
No, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's been like a key source.
No, yeah, that's for sure. Because I think as a musician, you only grow when you're around different people just playing. You get different experiences, different inputs, and just getting used to playing on the fly. Like it just adds to your character.
That's
so for
dope,
sure,
bro. Hell yeah, dude. And then I love too, bro. You're part of Breakthrough Life Church. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Breakthrough Life Church. Shout out to Breakthrough Life Church, Eli. We're gonna shout out Breakthrough today as well. Eli's been going. How long you been going right there to Breakthrough, man?
Since before they got the building.
Oh, wow. And it's been like what? Did they get before COVID since they had it, or was
it was a little after COVID?
It was a little bit after COVID.
Yeah, coming up it'll be 5 years.
Dang! Shout out to Adam. Shout out to Adam Perez. Shout out to everybody there at Breakthrough Church. All the musicians. I mean, man. Besides yourself, obviously, right? And the musicians around at church. Do you kind of know more musicians around the valley?
Yeah, I know a good handful.
Some really dope ones. Producers, singers, vocalists, just artists. Yeah.
Well, musicians more foremost. Like maybe like one or two of them are an artist, like making some music on the side.
Right.
Okay. But mostly musicians.
That's dope, dude. So what inspired the name Theodore Parker? Like I've known you as Eli my whole life, right? Everybody that's from Lindsay, you guys know Elijah. What inspired Theodore Parker? How did that come about, bro? I love it.
No, the name Theodore Parker, I'm named after my grandfather. My full name, Elijah Theodore Bell Page.
Hey, that's dope.
I have my grandfather's name in there, Theodore. And I just took his last name, Parker, and just added it to it. And I was like, shoot, that'd be a solid name.
That's
Might
dope,
as well just
bro.
rep it.
That's dope. Because you think of like Peter Parker, but then you're like, oh, Theodore. That's dope though, bro. Like you're honoring your grandfather, you're honoring your family. So you're keeping the family, you're keeping the torch lit. Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, bro. Honestly, that's dope. Yeah. And you said you started 3rd and 4th grade is when you started doing these band practices, I believe, right? And then you could play. What are all the instruments that you could play?
I cannot confidently play this instrument anymore, but saxophone. I've seen you
play all kinds, bro. Yeah.
But I growing up, I played saxophone. Just growing up in school, that was my instrument.
I bet that's a tough one too, dude.
It's not the toughest. I would say tougher are brass instruments.
Oh, okay. Like the flutes and stuff? Like horns, flutes?
Yeah, like horns.
Yeah, okay.
Flute would probably be, I'd say, the hardest. I can't play that. Mm-hmm. But at the high school, I played trumpet. And then growing up, I played piano, keys, bass, guitar. I played cello for a little bit, but more so learning.
Wow.
So dude. I wouldn't count that, though. But let's see, that's 5.
That still counts, bro.
I wouldn't count that.
I haven't even attempted any of that, dude. I could barely play the piano keys. Though.
Yeah, but then
play guitar, dude.
Guitar, yeah.
Yeah, but then because they're similar to piano, like xylophone and marimba, those kind of like a little niche.
Okay.
Just to add in there, and then drums, and I think that's about it.
Yeah. Dude, you probably can hit every single instrument off the bat, just the amount of out of all those instruments that you just named, which ones you're like, okay, I got it down to a T. Like I know which instruments I can implement in each song that I do, each project. Which instruments out of all those ones you just named were like, okay, I got those ones down. Okay, well the ones I got down: piano, guitar, bass. The key ones, drums. Those are literally like in today's music. Those are like the key instruments to have down because everything else is like just an add-on. Like it's like, oh shit. But once you got your main core stuff, like you're solid. That's it. That's all you need. And then after that, you get creative. You can start using vocals. You can start using chop ups. Yeah. And all that stuff. Another thing too is that I want to ask is obviously I've seen you cook up beats and stuff, cook up music right here at the studio. Yeah. Is when you are making a beat, we're gonna talk about the creative side. Let's kind of get into your creative side. Okay. How what is the first thing or that you try to make? Is it the drums? Is it the melody? Or it's just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna start with whatever I'm feeling right now.
It depends if I know where I'm going.
Yep.
If I want it to bounce, I have to start with the drums, make sure they bounce, and then put something bouncy on top of it.
Yeah.
And if I'm just going like organically, usually I'll start with some keys. Like, okay, let's find a nice chord progression, and then we'll go from there.
Nice. Okay. That's dope, dude.
Oh, yeah, man. That's crazy. Like, how long have you been like making beats or whatever? Just kind of experimenting with that.
I would say making beats terribly in high school, but after high
They
school,
were good in high school.
nah,
bro.
my beats were not good in high school. They were like the most.
Hey, honestly, all our beats were ass, bro. I'm not gonna. Hey,
Like,
I don't even want to pull up my old. I still even have some old files. Dog. I'm like, hell no, I've never listened to this shit again. Hell no.
Because like going into it from high school, I would say I was more of a musician than a producer. So I knew I had the know-how. I could play on piano and like I know what everything should sound like. But executing, I had no idea how to do. So it sounded like the most.
It sounded like the.
Like
You hear the bass in it, it's like.
yeah, like the bass is too loud, the keys are all sharp. But I was
especially back in B2, bro. We all had Campbell, dude. That class was like chaotic, bro. Like, you know, like it was dope though, because everybody was doing their own thing, right? You know, we're over here learning how to mess with the Ableton MIDI.
Yeah.
You know, you got some people in the studio freaking rapping, freestyling all the time. You know, it was a mess, dude. But it was a dope experience because there's not too many school districts and high schools like that
had that opportunity
that offer that type of like of class, I guess you could say, or pathway. So it was kind of cool. Shout out to Lindsay for
shout out Lindsay,
LHS for providing that, because now you actually see some real musicians, some real artists that are taking off with it. Like, we're making this a career, not a hobby, and it's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Like, do you consider music a hobby? You consider this like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
This is probably something
Full-time job.
If I could make this a full-time job, I would make this a full-time job. Like, if I could just live off music, I'm gonna live off music.
It's so
I can't say that I don't miss you when I stay awake waiting for your call. I'm replaying the moments.
COVID times, bro.
Yeah, the COVID time. I mean, like, you could relate to this as well, bro. Like, being, you have to work from home. You know, we were kind of, just in that, like, what can you do? You can't go out. So I'll just go through YouTube beats all the time and just write. I had verses on, like, deck all the time, choruses all the time. Just kind of developing my craft, but not actually recording it.
Oh, I feel that.
The only time I would is, like, when Gyro would be like, hey, come over. And then that's when I'll go over, and then we would record, bro, and it's like right there on the side of in the corner of the room, bro. Literally, no, nothing in the closet. It was the corner of the room. Yeah. Boom, old school. You've seen it. You remember the old setup because you went in there and worked a couple times. So that's what we used to do. So like COVID was kind of a cool little experience, and that's kind of dope. How that was the year that you fully full throttle, bro. You went kind of like took off like, all right, I'm gonna take my music another level.
Because I just sat with myself. I was like, dang, am I really just gonna let my skills just stay like this forever and try to make music? Yeah. So I was like, okay, like if I'm not gonna open the book, I'm at least gonna open YouTube and just follow through and listen and learn.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. And that's kind of cool because what's it called? I want to ask, like, how did you learn how to do? Like, obviously you know how to play instruments.
Yeah.
Even since before COVID, right?
Yeah.
How did you able to kind of learn? Not only in FL Studio, but just kind of any music production process. How are you able to like learn off this? Like self-taught, YouTube, tutorials?
I didn't really do any songwriting tutorials because growing up in church, I heard a lot of church music and I got to see how it's written, whether it's verse, chorus, verse, bridge. I got to see the format of it and I played it a lot. So I know what music is. Right. I know what it sounds like. And I kind of just went from there and just kind of reverse engineered songs till I could make my own.
That's super dope, bro.
So it was just a lot of time just going through listening to songs. Okay, this section goes into a new section. Okay, so this would be part A, part B, part C. A little intro, a little instrumental here, a little break there. And just implementing those into my own writing till like I get my own nice fluid songs.
Yeah, because like in a lot of songs that I hear today is you'll hear the chorus, you either hear the hook, verse, and then hook again to end it, or you're gonna hear verse, hook, yeah, and then that's it. So I don't know, like, the structures are kind of pretty basic now.
Yeah,
I
well,
guess
it
you
just
could say.
depends what genre. Because
It depends, right? Yeah.
because in different genres, you'll go from either an A, B to a C. And then
Right.
genres like K-pop, you'll go A, B, C, A, D, in just
What?
different sections. Because in K-pop, they have...
Are those kind of like, so are you getting like kind of like bridges in K-pop, like in
not
genres
necessarily
like that,
not
or
necessarily bridges,
double
but
hooks?
not necessarily double hooks, but because they are big groups, each one kind of gets their own highlight moment.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's where you get
Cool.
different parts and
And then you kind of
get
hear a little
highlighted.
bit of production too.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear no vocals, or maybe you will, but it's kind of like background.
Yeah.
You're gonna actually get the spotlight of the production for like a bridge.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's cool. Like,
And
then,
then-
that's why I like working with
yeah.
you, bro. Because all these genres. What's your favorite genre, bro, to make? Like personally, what's your favorite genre to work on?
Personally, I love pop. I love
You love
pop.
the pop? Yeah.
Pop
Okay.
is nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That
dude.
I think that's the funnest genre because it's so wide. You have a wide variety of pop where you can just make something and it will still be pop. It might be a little different, but people will still be like, "Dang, that's like a nice little bop."
And then the cool thing about pop too is I feel like it's pretty universal. Like hip hop is too, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like with pop is like it's a little bit higher, I guess, than the hip hop because it's a little bit harder to do as well. Do you think pop is easier to do, or?
I think pop's hard, just vocally as a singer. If you're a singer, because with rapping you have a little more lenience in flows and whatnot.
You hear different flows all the
But
time,
in
right?
pop,
Yeah.
you have to kind of stay within a certain scale to vocally sound good.
Right.
Okay.
But no shy or any shade to the rappers because it takes skill to rap. Not anyone can rap.
Yeah,
it
does,
takes
bro.
skill to rap good.
Yeah, so like I feel like that too, bro. Honestly, you have to have the vocals. Like you said, you have to hit the scales. Like there's a specific type of process with pop than it would be with hip hop. Like with hip hop, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like what I've noticed too, like anything could really be pop. You know, it's just kind of like finding a groove and then seeing all the different pop artists and stuff do their own thing, go about it in different ways. Same thing for like hip hop. So like a lot of rappers, a lot of different flows, and like a lot of times you hear stuff and it's just like, dang, how do they do that? Or like, how do they find the the pockets in the music? What is a pocket? Trying to
understand.
Yeah. And that's cool, bro. That's kind of cool, bro. Like working, like at least like working with you, bro. Like just as an artist that we are, it's just kind of like being able to hear those different styles into your beats or into your production and your way of making music, because it's like, bro, like I was so accustomed to like going off some boom bap stuff or just going off some West Coast. Like just straight West Coast stuff, and it's cool. Like that's kind of like the type of trend that we're kind of going to in 2026. But I don't know, bro. Like when I work with you, bro, it changes my ears, bro. You help me write better. I don't know what it is. Whether it's you writing the hook or it's the instrumental. It's like, bro, and it's kind of cool because there's no cussing in your music or anything, which is really dope. I love that. Obviously, you're into church. Shout out to all that stuff, right? So I feel like it kind of helped me as well, like kind of put it to the pen. Like when we did Kryptonite, bro, I'm excited for that jam, bro, when it's done. And once we start rolling it out, because I promise y'all that shit's going to be a hit. Oh, yeah. Once we get the dance down, bro, we get that shit down, bro.
Dance down? Oh,
yeah, we're going to do a little dance and shit to it, right? So it's like, that's just going to be, because it's like a pop vibe, but then you hear my verse and it's like, oh shit, like there's rapping in there, right? So it's like, I'm excited, bro. I'm stoked for that, dude. So since we're like talking about like songs now, what are some singles or projects? Because obviously as an artist, not the producer, not Theodore Parker the producer, but Theodore Parker the artist, the real you. When do we plan on getting? Maybe let the people know. When do we plan on getting some real drops? On the streams or whether it's CDs. When are we gonna get like the real official drops from Theodore Parker?
September or October.
Oh, okay.
There'll be some small drops, but going into 2027, there's gonna be like drops all throughout the year 2027.
Dang, hell yeah!
And then you got a lot of stuff in the back burner too, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, man. So you just kind of just been cooking up, getting like stacking songs, basically, all that jazz.
Just trying to get something consistent. So throughout the year, hopefully, I don't know if it'll be done, but hopefully, like within the month, like at least one song a month.
Dang, that'd be dope,
Yeah.
dude. And then just kind of
Definitely.
like build up to like a project, like an
Yeah.
album,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
It'll build up into an album either into the summer or into like the fall.
This
Until-
year or next year?
Next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
Dang, bro. But
Dope.
so what? Why specifically September, October, this year?
Just giving myself some more time just to cook up some more songs, get them ready, get them processed.
The mix and mastering is like the longest.
Yeah.
It's the most time consuming.
Just to give
process.
myself some nice cushion so
Uh-huh.
that in that time I'm releasing, I can also be working on new stuff without having to worry about, oh, I got to make a new song for this month.
Yeah, that's
But
true,
just
bro.
so it's all done and just trying to streamline a process to see if I can keep it going and just keep
Hell
on
yeah, bro. I
making
love
music.
that, dude.
Yeah, dude, I dig that. That inspires me. Like, even not only like I know I haven't really had a chance to work with you yet, but
Yeah.
just seeing you work too, like the different kind of sounds that you come up with, it's dope. It makes me
It's
think
different,
of, like
yeah.
think of like, oh dang, maybe I could approach this a little more like my stuff more just in a different direction. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I get from not only you but like from Jay, from other people. You know, just working together it really inspires me. You know,
Kind of
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
out of that norm and kind of like
yeah.
trying to make your music just kind of stand out differently, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
They always have like especially Eli, but he got some
Yeah.
different, added some different bells or added some different percussions.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that direction could be like, oh shit, that you're like it inspires you to kind of go towards that direction and then
Yeah.
build on it as an artist, right?
Exactly.
So that's a big thing.
So
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm trying to think of some questions right now.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
a big thing too, for sure, is like, what's it called? What do you think about the music industry? Because we do talk a lot about the music industry during this podcast, and we wing it and everything, right? So obviously you've pretty much done kind of like your research about the music labels, about the industry. What makes you want to continue to be an independent and stick to that craft, bro? Being as an independent artist, producer, how do you feel like this industry, if it were to open the doors for you,
Yeah.
like how do you feel? How would you approach those opportunities if the industry were to be like, Theodore Parker, Elijah, we want to sign you?
I would want to have 100% liberty control over my music.
Right.
So that would have to be like, yeah, you guys can send it out, but I want to be able to control what song's made, what song gets pushed out, and like just full control over the songwriting and just how that would go.
Just the entire artistry.
Yes.
And all the publishings, all the
Yeah,
mixes.
and I would want to own my music, not just like, oh yeah, the label owns it and it's just
Or
like
they get 50%.
Yeah.
You get 50%. It's like at some point they're gonna be like, oh, you can't have this.
Yeah.
Whenever you need it for something.
yeah, like I don't care if they get money from the song, but just
Right.
having full ownership
yeah.
of the song.
That's true.
That's what I care about most. Because I saw
Yeah.
stuff with Michael Jackson and his label, Sony trying to do him
Yeah,
dirty.
Right. Yeah. Sony.
no,
And
exactly.
Sony's one of the most cutthroat
Bigger.
industries
Yeah.
there is, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
Sony, you got UMG. I've heard UMG's pretty good, but like Drake's trying to get out of UMG.
Yeah.
So it's like, they have a lot of
They have a lot of like
crazy, right?
record labels have a lot of control.
They really do, bro. It's crazy. So like,
Yeah.
we have to, as independents. I feel like now, do you feel like it's become more of the wave?
We're
of being
becoming-
independent, or do you think
independence
This
bec-
is
Independence becoming more mainstream. Like
More
more
mainstream?
like you're seeing more people stay away from labels and become more independent.
Yep.
So I feel like
that.
labels are going to start feeling the heat from that.
That, or they're gonna start approaching in different ways, like if they haven't already.
Yeah.
Right? Where they're like, hey, we'll give you 60%, we'll take 40. Or they're starting to cut down percentages.
Because
or
either I
they're
think
trying to be softer.
yeah, they're trying to be softer, but either the deals are going to get better or there's just going to be more independent.
Independent movements, independent
Yeah.
waves.
Yeah,
Just independence. Because if everyone's doing independent their own stuff, especially now that we're in an age where you can,
yeah.
their labels are going to start losing money and control over the music industry.
I can't say that I don't miss you when I stay awake waiting for your call. I'm replaying the moments.
No, but yeah, that's good that like you're watching videos and reading up on music industry stuff, because that's something I also do. Because I remember going into it, I didn't really know what to expect. I was like, oh, I just
Yeah.
want to make music, put it out and whatever. But like learning about all this, even the biggest artists ever had issues with their labels, like like Michael Jackson, Drake. You hear about it all the time in the news, and it's crazy,
Yeah.
So like, you feel like whenever you hear about independent artists like coming up, either like on your feed or even on like when you're listening to music like casually, you're like, oh shoot, who's that? Like, how do you? I guess what I want to say is like, how do you discover artists that you like? I guess I could say.
Usually, what I do, because I love Spotify, I just go in, I find a few songs that I like, and I just check their new recommended thing at the bottom. And sometimes it'll throw me some new artists, and then just like some nice niche ones.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, oh shoot, like this guy's actually pretty solid.
Okay.
And then recently on Instagram, I've just been going through like #new artists and just skimming through that. Just like, okay, who's here new? I'm gonna give them a follow, try to reach out, see if we can get something going.
Send them some beats.
Yeah, send them some beats.
Trying to network. You're
trying to network.
Remotely networking.
Yeah.
I have producers that do that. I'm pretty sure you get that too, right?
Yeah,
you have producers hit you up, be like, hey, can I send you a beat pack? Or you get my set, and then they try to like sell it for like $200 and all that stuff. I'm like,
But when I do that, like I want to make some beat packs like free, like a free pack. I'm gonna send it out to them. They're free to use it. If they want more, we can like talk work detail with that.
Would it be exclusive or more like a niche lease type deal?
Probably.
If it's free packs, right?
If it's free packs, probably.
Let them gas it and see if like, hey, if this shit like, oh fuck, I see potential.
Yeah, like if they rock with it, like like they'll know where to find it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if not, it's no harm done. Just putting myself out there.
Just kind of connecting, like
just
networking.
Yeah, just a way to network and connect.
Yeah, because producers approach it they don't approach us, but they remotely do it. Like in DMs on Instagram, TikTok, be like, hey, I want to send you guys a beat pack or send you a beat pack. I've been scoping through your songs. You got more of this vibe. They'll send a beat pack like 10 beats, right?
Yeah.
You kind of go through them like, oh damn, I like a couple of them, and then I'm like, hey, I like this one. They're like, hey, it'll be $200. I'm like, oh fuck, wait.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, all right, I'm like, all right, that's cool, but $200. I'm like, man, for one beat, man, that's. But I understand. Once we get to that, once you get into that industry, bro, I can only imagine the prices too. Yeah. Just one beat, and then including the mixing and the mastering and all that stuff. Like, it probably costs thousands. Probably just thousands just to do one song or two songs, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's pretty crazy. Another question too, I wanted to ask, bro. I mean, obviously you have the shirt on, you have For the L on your chest. What made you want to become a part of For the L? Be a part of the movement, bro. This independent movement that we're establishing here.
Like I said, back in 2020, after I started locking in on music, like after I was locking in, I was getting a whole bunch of stuff, like putting out, like cataloging my own little beats. But that's all I was doing. All I was doing was just learning and like applying it, but not really like doing anything with it. So I was just kind of sitting. I was like, dang, like I'm doing all this learning, getting all these skills, and I'm not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? You reached out. I was like, you know what? Might as well give it a shot. Worst case, nothing happens, and I'm still just back where I am. Yeah. But best case, go somewhere.
And then in Lindsay too, is crazy, dude. Yeah,
in town's crazy too. But I was just like, if I do nothing, if I don't take it, like I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. But if I do take it, like opportunity will come.
And then you already cook at home already. So you already, you do everything at home. Obviously you come in here, cook up every now and then, every week. But doing it at home
is different.
It's different, right?
Yeah.
You're just comfortable. You could be in your PJs. You could be,
Yeah. I feel like that's when the best creative juices come. You're just at home. You're like, shoot, I got an idea. You don't have to worry about going to the studio. Hop up on your computer. Just cook up something. Throw some rep vocals down.
Quick.
If you need better ones, come in for the studio to redo the vocals. But I think it's a vibe. Just
at home, just waking up and getting to it, bro. Because bro, it was cool, bro. Like having a little setup at home. Even Jaro having his too. But it comes to a point it gets too loud in the house.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, we need to find a spot, bro. We can't be at home. If our parents are about to kick us out, dog. Type deal, right? But at the end of the day too, it's super dope to just be able to cook up at home, be able to do what you're doing. Does your family support like what you got going on with your music? Do you already have supporters? Like I saw already some supporters out there at the Orange Blossom show that we had last month, right?
Yeah.
And so I saw some people that were there kind of just standing around, but they were waiting for you to go up there and perform, bro. So do you have supporters not only from church, from your family? Do you have other supporters?
Yeah, I got a good couple.
I already know that you're coming up. That's dope, bro. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And it all starts somewhere, bro. Whether it's 4 people, whether it's 5.
Yeah.
as an artist, as artists, that means a big deal, bro. You know, even if it's two people that, you know, listen to your music consistently, bro, those are the ones that you do it for. Like, obviously, we want to continue to grow and build. And it's super dope, bro, how you became part of For the L. Same thing with Ishmael, right? Is you guys, you know, we're all coming together. We're staying independent. We're all doing our own thing. We all have different styles. It's super dope to kind of just work around each other, kind of get those different styles, go from one direction to another direction. So it's pretty cool, honestly. Yeah. It's really dope, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Eli, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, and then we all graduated together. I mean, since you, and I remember Howell, shout out Gyro. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to say his real name, but you know, shout out Gyro is. I remember too, bro. When I would go over there before we opened up the studio and everything, I was making music at his house, right? I would record over there. I remember him telling me a few times, like, he's like, hey, bro. He was like, if we ever do anything, if we ever have our own studio, or if we ever do like some sort of movement or anything, bro, we have to get Eli involved, dude. Because he was telling me that you would go over there to his house, you know, how to cook up, especially when you're still living here, right? In Lindsay, is you would go over there, you guys make some loops, you guys make some beats, and he would show me some of them, and I'd be like, bro, I'm so down, bro. Like, literally, like, dude, I didn't know Eli, because I knew in high school already. Yeah. You were like in guitar, you know, you were in Campbell's class. We're all in that class, right? In B2. Yeah. And but I hadn't heard anything since high school, and until then, I was like, dude, I was amazed. I was like, yo, this is dope, dude. I was like, yeah, definitely we'll work some time, and then it's like full circle, bro. Like, you know, now, you know, we all have this opportunity, this spot right here at the L. It's super dope, dude. Hell yeah. So it was cool. I mean, shout out to Gyro too, because Gyro was like, dude, he was like, dude, Eli's talented way. I was like, dang way. I love this, bro. Like, this is dope. And then boom, it happened. That's dope. So it's kind of crazy, man. It's super cool. And then I mean, yeah, dude. I'll probably chop this up because I'm over here like trying to figure out what to ask. No, it's cool, I don't know what to ask right now. I feel like we've kind of covered a lot within this time, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
Maybe we could probably cover a couple more that we could probably finish up and then then do your little tiny desk. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean we've pretty much already ran on maybe like 30 minutes. I could chop all this up right now, so it's cool. It's live.
Definitely.
But go ahead, you got.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, man. So like, as far as like producing and things like that. How would you say like your songwriting process is? Like how do you go about writing to your own stuff, basically?
Usually, it depends, because if I make a beat first with no lyrics just coming into my head, I'll just kind of sit there and just think. Like, I'll just listen to it and just think, like, dang, if J. Cole were on this, I know how he would kind of come up on the flow. Or if Drake was on this, I kind of know how he would go on it about it. And then I just kind of just think like that. Like, okay, like, how do I want to approach it? Do I want to try rapping? Do I want to just sing into it? Do I want a nice little catchy thing that people are just going to vibe out to?
Yeah. Do you want to go off emotions?
Do I want to go off emotion, just make it emotional?
Or do I want to go off thoughts?
Usually that's my first thing if I don't have lyrics that come to mind. But usually if I'm making a song, as I play a few things, like a few words pop in, like, oh, every day or something. I'm like, okay, I write those down and I just kind of try to freestyle it, like, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, and just get a nice little singing flow to it.
Gotta get that cadence, get that flow.
Yeah, I get that cadence. So once I have the cadence, I'm just locked in and I just, like, figure it out.
Oh, shoot, dope, man.
And then after the cadence, I just give it, like, okay, let's give the song a theme so then I can write to the rest of it. It's either a love song, a breakup song, someone leaving.
Give it a topic, bro.
Yeah, I give it a topic and I go from there. I write and then boom, song done, mostly.
Yeah,
that's dope, dude.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I dig that, man, because like, that's something like that I feel like for me too. Sometimes when I'm writing a song, I don't come up with the theme, but there are times where I have and it helped. Yeah. But for some reason, like, I'm not consistent with that. I just kind of like just go off of like just whatever I freestyled. But I think that's really good to have a theme, so you kind of have like a more of a focused thing of whatever you want to write to, whatever the vibe of the song is giving off and stuff. That's good, man. And you saying that really reminds me, like how I said, I'm like, oh man, maybe I should do that. You know, like
Yeah.
have a theme, kind of like first write it
like
out. you
like
know?
sometimes
Yeah.
if I'm in a freestyle, I come up with a theme first, and I freestyle to that theme just to see what I came up with. And if I don't like it, I'm like, okay, well, let's try switching. Let's try doing something else.
So you kind of like reconstructing, deconstructing,
Yeah.
and that's cool too. Cause like that's a fucking good ass question. Cause it's like coming off of that, just off the project, right? What if
Yeah.
you're trying to do an album? Do you feel like albums should be more topic based, or do you think albums should be more all over the place, but they still kind of fit the same vibe? Like the sounds, the production still fits the same, right? But the lyrics, songwriting, right? Like
Yeah.
what we're talking about. Do you feel like in an album, do you feel like the songwriting has to be all the same, like the same topic, same theme, or do you feel like you can kind of switch off, go from experience to go to emotions, feelings, and then switch off going but like, hey, you're trying to sound like J. Cole, you know, right?
yeah.
You're trying to do impersonating, but at the same time, it's your own lyrics.
I feel like for an album, like, I know this is probably like a hot take, but
Yeah.
I feel like for an album,
That's dope.
as an artist, it doesn't matter what's in it or what you do with it. It doesn't matter how the writing is, because as long as you're getting it out and people are listening to it,
As long as it hits.
they're
right?
there for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pretty much what this album is, it's a small collection that represents you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So whatever you have in there, as long as it hits to the best that it can, even if it's similar, different, people will get a different slice of you. Like each song will give a different little piece of you that your listeners can listen to. Like, dang, like he put all these different things, but I kind of vibe with him. Like I get it.
Like you have some
Yeah.
boom bap in the beginning.
You have some
of the
boom
album,
bap,
and then in the middle
and then
you have, like,
it
some
kind of
pop
slowed
shit.
down, but then it went back up. Yeah, I feel like with the
It's
album,
a roller coaster.
Yeah,
It's a roller coaster going.
like me
through the
personally,
album.
I love like the roller coaster.
I can't say that I don't miss you when I stay awake waiting for your call. I'm replaying the moments.
Yeah, bro. Like I feel like in today's music, like you're saying, it sounds the same. Each song, you know, sounds
Yeah.
the same. They're going off the same kind of vibe, same tempo.
Or the same flow,
Same
which the same
flow.
flow isn't bad, but sometimes the repetitive flow can kind of
you kind of
feel
it kind of
boring.
wanders off a listener.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like you hardly do see artists now that when they put albums together, right? Like compilations, like they actually are very strategic of how the first 3-4 songs sound.
Yeah.
And then you have the next 3 or 4 songs that, you know, sound like, you know, oh, okay, it's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like you're telling the story, but you're going through a roller coaster. There's different vibes. There could be some dance vibes. There could be some, you know, straight storytelling. There could be some straight boom bap, you know. So it's cool, bro. Like, and that's the fun part about, you know, I'm pretty sure this guy too can relate.
Yeah.
With
no.
Melrose, man, it felt like a
Yeah.
roller coaster when that shit dropped too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's cool.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I like, you know, that's what I learned too. Like when making an album, you putting together albums, because I've had like a few projects over the years, and then just like learning from other artists, big artists, like how do they put together like,
An album.
Yeah, and like what I did with Melrose, for example, was like I liked how Kanye West is even like his later albums. Like once a song was done, like he didn't really have like an outro. It would just went to the next song.
Yeah,
And
I think that's amazing. The jarring effect where you
Yeah.
jump into the next one, like, ooh, okay, we're just here.
Right,
And it's not just trying to be like, oh, yep, it's ending. It's going to end.
Uh-huh.
It might end right now. It actually might end in like 30 more seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you're just listening and the music seems to be quiet. You're like, is the song still going?
Right.
And Kanye's goated too.
Yeah.
Goated, dude.
Exactly. So learning from that, I was like, oh, I kind of like that, to just kind of like just
End it all of a sudden. Just abrupt. End it.
Yeah.
Just boom.
Next song just hits you in the face with like
Yeah.
a different vibe, whether it be more slowed down or more like upbeat, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I wanted to do with like Melrose, because I'm like, you know what, I kind of like that, you know?
It
Not
had that
really-
process, bro. It had
Yeah.
that, bro. It was just like, boom, went into the next vibe.
Yeah.
Super dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it was upbeat, whether it was slow.
Exactly, man. And that's the thing too, like experimenting with different sounds. I think that's the best way to go about, especially in today's age, because
Yeah.
like there's artists I like, I can't think of anything in particular, but there are times where like, you know, everybody's opinion is different, but like there are times where like, I'll listen to somebody and I'm like, you know what, this I like this artist, but this group of songs in this album, it's kind of like meshed together in a not so good way, you know.
Right.
They probably
It
could've
just
did
doesn't
that.
fit, or just not your vibe, right?
Yeah,
'Cause there's some people that
yeah.
will like it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say it's ass.
Yeah.
But there's some people that do like it. Like it's like mixing MGK with fucking Kanye West. I
Yeah.
guess you could say, right? It's like
Yeah.
kind of weird, right? But
Exactly. So like, I guess would you say like maybe listening to other artists, like their albums, kind of like their songs, whatever they do, it inspires like you as far as like how can I structure it either this way or in my own way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Sonically?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. But like also making my own Spotify playlist, like with groups of songs that I like. I'm like, okay, but why did I do it like that? And just kind of just like going from there and just seeing like why I did it that way, and just thinking like as a listener why we do it that way. And then I think like for an album, if I make one, when I make one, like I want to try to piece it together the way that someone would piece together their playlist.
yeah.
So then it sounds organic.
Yeah. I have not heard that before.
Yeah.
Which is super dope, bro. Honestly,
That's a
that's
good
a
way.
good idea, right?
Yeah.
Because just
Totally
trying to
about
figure
it.
out like, okay, why do I do it this way? And then just looking at some of other people's playlists, like generally like what kind of songs they
How
have.
are they? How
How are they
structured?
constructing their like little playlist, and then kind of try to match the vibe like that to an album, and just see how that goes.
I feel that, dude.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
So I wanna know. Maybe I know, maybe I don't. Who are some, whether they're hip hop, whether they're pop, whether they're rock and roll? Who are some musicians and artists that inspire you today?
First one on there's got to be Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, okay.
Ray Charles, Hit the Road Jack. Don't you come back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
Classic.
okay.
Yeah.
Then gotta have Pharrell up there.
Hey,
Gotta
the
have
boy
Pharrell,
Pharrell, yeah.
Then MJ for sure is a big influence.
MJ?
I grew up with
Yeah.
MJ, so
Yeah.
he has a
Dope.
big influence on some of my writing. And then Kanye's got to be up there.
Kanye's goated.
And then for 5, it's got to be between J. Cole
Oh, wow.
and Kendrick.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Why not both of them? They were supposed to drop an album at some point, like 10 years ago.
I hate how that.
I
didn't
know,
happen.
dude.
Bro,
And imagine it drops next year and it's like, fuck, dude. Like,
Yeah.
dude, because
But
I agree.
I love one thing I learned from J. Cole, just as an artist. He didn't care what the industry was trying to do to him. Because they said, hey, you got to promote yourself as the best. You got to be this. And he said,
Is this when he was with Rock Nation?
yes.
Yeah.
Back when it was unfortunate that he was at Rock Nation because they were a pop group, like a pop studio.
Oh, yeah.
And J. Cole was a rapper. And it kind of hurt like some of his earlier music he hit. But later you see him still stay with that like same style he had, just nice.
He never switched, bro. Never switched.
No, that's one thing I'll say. He stayed true to himself and he got himself loyal fans.
Yes.
And I think that's better than the thousands, millions you could get. Is just loyal
And
fans.
then he started Dreamville, and then from there, just, you found, he got together JID, Earth Gang, Ari Lennox, some really dope actual, like, artists, bro.
Yeah.
Like, into Dreamville, which is pretty dope. I love J. Cole, too. I love both of them, bro. I was just hoping that album would drop at some point. I'm hoping it still does.
Yeah.
We don't want to start the rumors that it's going to drop. Maybe 2027.
Right?
Who knows? Right? So, I mean... we do not know when that will happen, but that's super dope. J. Cole and Kendrick as top 5 and as your 5th spot.
Yeah. And then if I were to do like some special special notices, I would say like Charlie Puth has to be up there.
Oh yeah.
On the special notices, he's crazy with the pop. Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana.
Dope.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah,
for sure Dua Lipa was like a big inspo.
Who?
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. Is it
Lipa.
Dua Lipa or is it
Dua
Lipa?
Lipa. Lipa.
Yeah.
I said Lipa.
Kiss
Lipa.
is all it
Yeah.
takes.
I think the first time I heard a Lipa song was on the radio. It was Love Again.
Oh, that's a banger. Hell yeah, that's a banger.
And the moment I heard that, I was like, who is this?
What about Tame Impala? You like Tame
yeah.
Impala? You know who that is?
I do not.
What?
Oh dang.
Dang. But Pharrell is definitely...
Pharrell is for
love
sure,
that one.
as a production and just producer and artist, he is for sure someone like I look up to.
Definitely, dude. Especially in today's day and age.
Yeah.
No, definitely, man. And definitely, you know what? Now that kind of makes sense. Like you hear it in the production, just because it's like the way Pharrell goes about it. It's like different. He's trying different stuff every single time.
Yeah.
Especially like with his band Nerd and then his solo stuff. Yeah.
Coming in with the 3, 4, you know.
Yeah. So like that's dope. That's good, man. Yeah, that's cool. Cause I hear like Tyler the Creator like not noted Pharrell as one of his biggest inspirations. And you know, for me, growing up, I didn't really listen to a lot of Pharrell, but then realized when I looked through his catalog, I'm like, oh shit,
he produced most of my favorite songs.
Exactly. Exactly, dude.
That was my same realization, because I didn't know Pharrell till like Despicable Me came out. I was like, oh shoot, you know, this is pretty tight. And I learned he worked with Snoop and all these other people. I'm like, he
Snoop
made
Dogg, Jay-Z.
Most songs he made were number ones.
Yeah, literally. Exactly. He made everything, bro. For every single artist, bro. Kanye too, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's like, we appreciating Pharrell. I know
Shout
you
out
probably
Pharrell.
won't ever see this.
But on the off chance you do, thank you.
But if he does, yes, thank you. This dude is next up, bro.
Definitely.
Don't sleep. We making it happen out here, bro. Hey, Eli, we appreciate you coming out here, bro. Honestly, you know, we appreciate you being part of For the L, being a part of what we're doing with the Olivemusic podcast. We appreciate anybody that took their time out here today to just kind of, you know, watch it, tune in, kind of know who Theodore Parker is, and kind of listen to us, just kind of vibe, compensate, you know, whatever, right? Just kind of vibe, dude. So, do you want to shout out anybody, Eli? Shout out anybody live on camera, like maybe your family, maybe some friends.
Shout out to the family, mom, dad, Tim, Liz, Deb, supporting me. Dope. Shout out you guys.
Super dope, dude. Family first, bro, over everything. And then, God first, and then family.
Hell yeah.
More than anything, bro. That's fact, bro. We appreciate you, Eli. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
We'll continue to cook up. Theodore Parker, ladies and gentlemen. Yup. And we appreciate you guys tuning in today on Olivemusic Podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
I can't say that I don't miss you when I stay awake waiting for your call. I'm replaying the moments.
Let's get it. Let's go. Woo! Breaking on, gonna breaking on. Living life, feeling cutthroat, yeah. Fears got me doubting when I'm on the road. Pressure building up, got me feeling low. Gotta risk it all tonight if you're gonna break the norm. Gonna break the norm, break the norm. Gonna break the norm. Pressure building up, got me feeling low. Gotta risk it all tonight if you're gonna break the norm. Been through a lot, feel like Dr. Seuss. I got options left to choose. It is thing one or thing two. Is it an afterthought? I can't make a choice. Life is muting up my voice. I can't really make a choice. It reminds me of this watch I bought. Losing all my time, seconds, minutes going by. Man, it's done. Where's that finish line at? I gotta finish this craft. Let's go and grind it to the top. The sun ain't going down, so we will never stop. Woo! Living life, feeling cutthroat, yeah. Fears got me doubting when I'm on the road. Pressure building up, got me feeling low. Gotta risk it all the night if you're gonna break the norm. Gonna break the norm, break the norm. Gonna break the norm. Living life, feeling cutthroat. If you wanna risk it all, then you gotta break the norm.